Hello students, this is Priyanka Kulkarni. In my previous videos, I have explained definition of a matrix, order of a matrix and types of matrices. Today I will explain operations on matrices. We are familiar with arithmetic operations performed on numbers, that is, adding two numbers, subtracting one number from another number, multiplying two numbers, dividing one number by another. Similarly, we can perform operations on matrices also. Then what are the operations can be performed on matrices? They are addition of matrices, difference of matrices, multiplication of a matrix by a scalar and multiplication of matrices. Let us see these operations one by one. First one, addition of matrices. If A and B are two matrices of same order, then their sum A plus B is also a matrix which is obtained by adding the corresponding elements of the given matrices A and B. Look at the following example. Here we are adding two matrices. How can we add two matrices? We just add their corresponding elements. That is, first element of first matrix is added to first element of second matrix. Here 3 is the first element of first matrix, 5 is the first element of second matrix. Their sum is 3 plus 5. Since these elements lying in the first place of the given matrices, their sum also lie in the first place of the matrix. Next one, second element of first matrix is added to second element of second matrix. Here 7 is the second element of first matrix and 2 is the second element of second matrix. Their sum is 7 plus 2. As the two numbers 7 and 2 lies in the second place, their sum also lie in the second place of a matrix. Similarly, third element 2 of the matrix, first matrix, is added to third element 8 of the second matrix. Their result or their sum is also written in third place. Fourth element 4 of the first matrix is added to fourth element 1 of the second matrix. Their sum is written in fourth place of a matrix. On adding these numbers, we get 3 plus 5, which is 8, 7 plus 2, 9, 2 plus 8, 10, 4 plus 1, 5. These are the elements obtained by adding the corresponding elements of the two given matrices. So we call it is a resultant matrix of the sum of two given matrices. Suppose if the first matrix is A and second matrix as B, then this resultant matrix is denoted by A plus B, which is a matrix obtained by adding the two given matrices A and B. In this way, we can add two matrices. Let us observe another example. Here I have considered two matrices A and B of order 2 by 2, that is 2 rows and 2 columns. Then A plus B is a matrix obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. That is, here first element 2 of first matrix is added to first element minus 1 of second matrix. That is 2 plus of minus 1. Minus 3 is added to plus 3. We are adding the elements lying in second position of the given matrices. Next, 0 is added to 7. 8 is added to root 2. Their sum is 2 plus of minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. 8 plus root 2 is 8 plus root 2. So this is a matrix obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. We call this matrix as a resultant matrix and we denote it by A plus B. Consider another example. Here I have considered two matrices A and B of order 2 by 3, that is 2 rows and 3 columns. In second matrix also we have 2 rows and 3 columns. Then their sum A plus B is a matrix obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. That is root 3 plus 2 is written in the first place of A plus B. Remember that we already know root 3 plus 2 is same as 2 plus root 3, as addition of two numbers is commutative. That is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Similarly, second elements 1 is added to root 5, that is 1 plus root 5 written in the second place of matrix A plus B. Minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is same as 1 minus 1. 2 minus 2. 3 plus 3. 0 plus 1 by 2. Their sum is 2 plus root 3 as it is, 1 plus root 5 as it is, 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 plus 3 is 6, 0 plus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. This is the matrix A plus B. Note that we can add two matrices only when both the matrices are of same order. For example, if I consider matrix A of order 2 by 2 containing the elements 2, 3, minus 1, 0, and matrix B of order 3 by 2 containing the element 1, 2, 0, minus 1, 3, 2. Now suppose if I have to add these two matrices, then we already know that we have to add the corresponding elements. I can add the first element 2 to the first element of matrix B 1 and 3 to 2. Minus 1 can be added to 0. 0 can be added to minus 1. But we do not have another row in a matrix A, so that we can add third row elements to the elements lying in the third row of second matrix B. As we cannot find the elements to add the elements of matrix B, we cannot find the sum of these two matrices, that is, the sum A plus B of such matrices is not defined. Remember, we can add two matrices only when both the matrices are of same order. So here there is a note: if A and B are not of same order, then A plus B is not defined. Next, difference of matrices. We already know that if we have two numbers 2 and 3, then 2 minus 3 implies that subtraction of a number 3 from 2, which results with minus 1. Similarly, in case of matrices, if A and B are two matrices, then A minus B implies that subtraction of matrix B from matrix A. Remember that here we are dealing with the matrices, not numbers. Matrices will be having some elements. Then how can we subtract matrix B from matrix A? It is just by subtracting each element of B from the corresponding element of A, or directly by taking element of A minus corresponding element of B. Look at the following example. Here I have considered two matrices A and B. Both are of order 2 by 2. Then A minus B is a matrix obtained by taking elements of A minus elements of B. That is, first element 2 of A minus first element 1 of B. This gives 2 minus 1, which is written in the first place. This result with 1. For the next element, second element 4 of matrix A minus second element 3 of matrix B, which is 4 minus 3, results with 1, written in the second place. Third element 3 of A minus third element minus 2 of B. 3 minus of minus 2 is 3 plus 2, which results with 5. It is written in third place. Similarly, fourth element 2 minus fourth element of B, 5, is 2 minus 5 gives minus 3, written in fourth place. This is a matrix obtained by subtracting each element of B from the corresponding element of A, or by taking elements of A minus corresponding elements of B. And this matrix is denoted by A minus B. In this way, we can find the difference of matrices. Since we are subtracting elements of second matrix from the corresponding elements of first matrix, remember that both the matrices must be of same order. Now look at the definition. If A and B are matrices of same order, then the difference A minus B is defined to be the matrix obtained by subtracting each element of B from the corresponding element of A. Similarly, suppose if we have to find B minus A instead of A minus B, then B minus A is a matrix obtained by subtracting elements of A from corresponding elements of B. That is, you can also say it is a matrix obtained by taking elements of B minus corresponding elements of A. So you can write this matrix as, here we consider first matrix as B, second matrix as A. B minus A means 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. 3 minus 4, which is minus 1. Minus 2 minus 3, minus 5. 5 minus 2, minus 3. You can also say it is just a negative of A minus B, because all elements in B minus A are multiplied by minus 1. In this way, we find difference of matrices, and this clears that here A minus B is not always equal to B minus A. Next, multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. If A is a matrix and K is a scalar, then Ka is another matrix which is obtained by multiplying each element of A by the scalar K. Here we are discussing multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. We are not discussing multiplication of two matrices. Here we are multiplying a scalar. Scalar means it is not a matrix or not an element of a matrix. You can treat it as a constant or any number. So here we are multiplying a scalar, which is a constant or a number, to the matrix. How can you multiply scalar to a matrix? That is, if K is a scalar and A is a matrix, then K into A is a product of a scalar to the matrix A, which is also a matrix, obtained by multiplying each element of A by K. For example, if A is a matrix of order 3 by 3, let the scalar K be 3. Then K into A is equal to 3 into A, which is 3 into matrix A, is obtained by multiplying 3 to each element of matrix A. That is, 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into 1.5 is 4.5. 3 into root 5 is 3 root 5. 3 into 7 is 21. 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 0 is 0. 3 into 5 is 15. So we multiply each element of A by the given scalar K. In this way, we find multiplication of a matrix by a scalar, and this resultant matrix is denoted by 3A. In general, if a scalar is given by K, then the resultant matrix is denoted by Ka. Now, once again, look at the definition. If A is a matrix and K is any scalar, then K into A is another matrix, which is obtained by multiplying each element of A by the scalar K. Negative of a matrix. The negative of a matrix is denoted by minus A. That is, we define minus A is equal to minus 1 into A. That is, if A is any given matrix, then negative of a matrix is minus A, which is obtained by multiplying each element of a matrix A by minus 1. Consider the example A having the element 3, 1, minus 5x. Then minus A is given by minus 1 into A. That is, we multiply minus 1 to each element of A. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 5 is plus 5. Minus 1 into x is minus 6. Or also you can observe here, the elements of minus A are the negative of elements of matrix A. Minus 3 is negative of plus 3. Minus 1 is negative of plus 1. 5 is negative of minus 5. Minus 6 is negative of plus 6. This is negative of a matrix A. Next, properties of matrix addition. We already know that in case of numbers, for addition of two numbers, commutative law, associative law, existence of identity, and so on, all these properties are satisfied for addition of two numbers. Similarly, addition of matrices also satisfies some properties. Let us see the properties which are satisfied by addition of matrices. First one, commutative law. If A and B are matrices of same order, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. Remember that we can define the sum of the matrices only if the matrices are of same order. So first consider the two matrices are of same order, then their sum satisfies commutative property, that is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Let us see the example. Here I have considered two matrices A and B. Both are of same order so that we can define their sum. Now A plus B is a matrix obtained by sum of two matrices A and B. We are adding the elements of A to the corresponding elements of B. 0 plus 1 gives 1. 3 plus 2 gives 5. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 7 plus 3 is 10. 1 plus 2 is 3. So this is the matrix A plus B. Now look at the RHS B plus A. B plus A is a matrix obtained by adding matrix B to the matrix A, that is elements of matrix B to the corresponding elements of matrix A. Here first element 1 of matrix B is added to first element 0 of matrix A. 1 plus 0 gives 1, which is written in first place. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 4 is 5. 3 plus 7 is 10. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now observe the matrix A plus B and B plus A. Both are having same elements with the same position and same order. Hence we say that here A plus B is equal to B plus A, which is satisfying commutative property. Therefore, addition of matrices satisfies commutative property. Next property, associative. For any three matrices A, B and C of same order, then A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Observe the example. Here we have three matrices A, B and C. All are of order 2 by 2. Then for LHS A plus B plus C, we write the matrix A and the sum of matrices B and C inside the bracket. As B plus C is inside the bracket, so we first simplify B plus C. B plus C is sum of two matrices B and C. It is obtained by adding corresponding elements of B and C. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 plus 0 is 3. So this is B plus C. Next we have the first term matrix A. A plus the result of B plus C. Again here we have two matrices and we have to find sum of these two matrices. So we know that sum of these two matrices is obtained by adding corresponding element. We add first element of first matrix to first element of second matrix. 0 plus 1, 3 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 7 plus 3, which result with 1, 6, 6, 10. This is LHS, that is A plus B plus C. Now look at the RHS. RHS is A plus B plus C. So we have written the matrix A, B and C. As here A plus B lies inside the bracket, we first find the sum of A and B. 0 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 7 plus 3. 0 plus 1 is 1, 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 7 plus 3 is 10. And we have another matrix C which has to be added to this result. Again we are left with sum of two matrices. So we have to add the corresponding elements of these matrices, that is 1 plus 0, 1, 5 plus 1, 6, 5 plus 1, 6, 10 plus 0, 10. Now observe the result of both LHS and RHS. Both matrices are same. Therefore, we can say that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. That is, addition of matrices satisfies associative property. Next, existence of additive identity. We know that in case of addition of numbers, suppose if I consider a number 2, then 2 plus 0 gives 2. Similarly, 0 plus 2 gives 2. That is, on adding 0 to any number, it results with a number itself. 0 plus a number 2 results with 2 itself. Then we conclude that 0 is additive identity of addition of two numbers. Similarly, in case of matrices also, additive identity is a matrix such that sum of additive identity to the matrix must give us a matrix A itself. Then which matrix can be added to the given matrix A so that the result must be matrix A itself? We know that 0 matrix or null matrix is a matrix which contain all elements 0. So if I add a given matrix A to matrix 0, then sum of A and 0 is nothing but addition of elements of A to the corresponding element of O. As we know that 0 matrix contains all elements 0, so on adding elements of A to 0, we get elements of A itself, that is matrix A itself. In this case, we conclude that 0 or 0 matrix or matrix O as additive identity of addition of matrices. And also we know that addition of matrices is commutative, therefore 0 matrix plus A is also equal to matrix A. Now let us see the statement. Let A be an M cross N matrix and O be an M cross N matrix, then A plus O is equal to O plus A, which is equal to A. Here O is additive identity for matrix addition and it is a 0 matrix. Let us see an example. Here I have considered matrix A of order 3 by 3. As we have to add this matrix to 0 matrix, and we know that 0 matrix will have all elements 0, so we can consider 0 matrix is of any order depending on the example. Here as we have matrix A is of order 3 by 3 and we know that we can add two matrices only when both are of same order. We consider matrix O is of order 3 by 3 so that we can easily add two matrices. Next, A plus 0 is sum of matrix A and 0 matrix. Sum of the two matrices is nothing but adding the corresponding element, that is 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. As we are adding each element of A to 0, this result with the element of A itself. Now you can observe here, this resultant matrix is nothing but matrix A itself. So we are getting sum of A plus 0 matrix as A itself. Hence we conclude that 0 matrix is additive identity for matrix addition. And as we know that addition of matrices is commutative, 0 plus A is also equal to A. So this is about existence of additive identity. Next one, existence of additive inverse. We already know that if we have a number 3, then on adding minus 3 to this given number 3, we get 0, where 0 is additive identity of addition of two numbers. Similarly, on adding minus 3 to 3, we get again 0, which is additive identity. Hence, we conclude that minus 3 is negative of a given number 3. Similarly, we can consider matrices. If A is any given matrix, then on adding minus A to the given matrix, we get 0 matrix. So we can consider minus A, that is negative of A, as the inverse of matrix A. Also, minus A plus A will be equal to 0 matrix, where 0 is the additive identity. Hence, minus A is the additive inverse of given matrix in case of addition of matrices. Look at the statement. Let A be any matrix, then we have another matrix minus A such that A plus of minus A will be equal to minus A plus A is equal to O, where O is here 0 matrix, which is additive identity. So we conclude that minus A is the additive inverse of A or negative of A. Example. Here I have considered matrix A of order 2 by 2. Then we can define another matrix minus A, which is obtained by multiplying minus 1 to each element of A. 0 into minus is 0. 1 into minus is minus 1. 2 into minus is minus 2. 3 into minus is minus 3. Or you can also directly take sum of A and minus A. A plus minus A means A plus matrix minus A. Plus into minus is minus. So now here it is nothing but difference of two matrices, that is subtraction of matrix A from matrix A itself. How can we subtract? We already know that first element of A minus first element of second matrix. 0 minus 0 is 0. Second element of A minus second element of second matrix. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. Now observe here, all element of this matrix is 0. Hence it is a 0 matrix. The sum of A and minus A is 0. So we consider minus A as additive inverse of a given matrix A. Here we already know that 0 matrix contain all elements 0 and is denoted by O. Depending on the example, we consider its order, as here matrix A is of order 2, hence it is understood that O will be a matrix of order 2. Next, properties of scalar multiplication of a matrix. If A and B are two matrices of same order and K and L are scalars, then K into A plus B is equal to K into A plus K into B, which is a distributive property. Similarly, K plus L into A is equal to K into A plus L into A. Here K and L are scalars. We are multiplying sum of the scalar to matrix A in the second one. In the first one, scalar to sum of the matrix A and B. Example for the first one. Let us consider scalar K is equal to 2 and A and B are two matrices of order 2 by 2. Then first property says that K into A plus B is equal to Ka plus Kb. Let us verify this property by this example. So consider LHS. K into A plus B. K is here 2 into A plus B. Since A plus B is inside the bracket, we first add these two matrices. 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3. So this is A plus B. Here we have 2 into this matrix. We already know that multiplication of a scalar to a matrix is nothing but multiplication of scalar to each element of the matrix. So we multiply 2 to each element of the matrix A plus B. 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3 is 6. This is K into A plus B. Now consider the RHS. Ka plus Kb. K is 2 into matrix A plus 2 into matrix B. We first multiply scalar 2 to each element of matrix A, which gives us 2, 2, 2, 2. Next, in the second term, we multiply scalar 2 to each element of matrix B, which gives us 4, 4, 4, 4. Now, the sum of these two matrices, 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6 and fourth element is also 6. Now observe the result of these two LHS and RHS. Both are resulting with the same matrix of order 2 with the elements, same elements 6, 6, 6, 6. So we conclude that K into A plus B is equal to Ka plus Kb, which satisfies the property. Let us verify second property, that is K plus L into A is equal to Ka plus La. Let us consider the value of K be 2 and L as 3 and A be a matrix containing element 1, 1, 1, 1. Consider the LHS. K plus L into A. K is 2, L is 3, K plus A means 2 plus 3 into matrix A. As here 2 plus 3 is inside the bracket, we first evaluate this term, which gives us 5. Next we multiply 5 to the matrix A. Multiplying 5 to each element of the matrix gives us matrix containing element 5, 5, 5, 5. Now consider RHS. Ka plus La. K is 2 and A is your matrix containing element 1 1 1 1 plus L is 3 into matrix A. Here first we multiply 2 to each element of matrix A, which results with 2 2 2 2, and for the second term we multiply 3 to each element of second matrix, which results with 3 3 3 3. Now we add these two matrices, that is we add corresponding elements. 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, last one 2 plus 3 is 5. Now observe the resultant matrices in both the cases. Here both matrices are same, which contains same element 5 5 5 5 and is of order 2 by 2. Hence we conclude that K plus L into A is equal to Ka plus La. So these are the properties of multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Another last operation is there, that is multiplication of two matrices. Before going to that operation, we will solve some of the examples based on addition, subtraction and multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. First example, A and B be two matrices of same order 2 by 3. Now we have to find the value or the matrix 2A minus B. How can we find 2A minus B? Observe here, 2A means it is a multiplication of matrix A by scalar 2, and then we have to subtract matrix B to this resultant matrix 2A. So first let us find 2A, that is 2 into matrix A. 2 into matrix A is a matrix obtained by multiplying each element of A by scalar value 2. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 1 2. So this is 2A. And we have the second term matrix B. Now we have to find 2A minus B, that is we have to subtract each element of matrix B from the corresponding element of matrix A, or we can also write this as 2A plus of minus B. Plus into minus is minus, and here minus B represents negative of a matrix B. Negative of a matrix B is nothing but changing the sign of each element of matrix B. So here I have written matrix 2A plus of minus B, that is plus 3 will become minus 3, minus 1 will become plus 1, plus 3 will be minus 3, minus 1 will be plus 1, 0, 0 as it is, plus 2 is minus 2. So you can also write 2A minus B as 2A plus of minus B, or directly we multiply minus 2 each element of B. Now we have to add these two matrices, that is we just have to add corresponding elements of these two matrices. 2 plus of minus 3 is minus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus of minus 3 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. Then the result of this matrix is 2 minus 3 minus 1, 4 plus 1 5, 6 minus 3 3, 4 plus 1 5, 6 plus 0 6, 2 minus 2, 0. This is the matrix 2A minus B. Next example. Find x and y if x plus y is equal to matrix containing element 5, 2, 0, 9 and x minus y is a matrix containing elements 3, 6, 0, minus 1. Observe here, x plus y is one matrix, x minus y is another matrix. We already know that if A and B are two matrices, then A plus B is also a matrix which is obtained by adding the corresponding elements of matrices A and B. Now here, instead of A and B, they have given A plus B and A minus B. The question is to find the individual matrices A and B. Here, instead of A and B, we have x and y. They have given matrices x plus y and x minus y. The question is to find the matrices x and y. How can you find this? We already know how to solve linear equations. For example, if I have equation of the form x plus y is equal to a constant A, another equation x minus y equal to a constant B. Solving the equation is nothing but finding the value of unknown variables x and y. So how do you find the unknown variable? Here the coefficient of y in the second equation is minus 1. Coefficient of y in the first equation is plus 1. If I add these two, then easily I can cancel variable y and the first term will add up as 2x. Second term in the RHS we add a and b. Then dividing 2 on both sides we get x is equal to a plus b by 2. Here we obtained the value of x. Next, to find the value of y, we substitute this value of x either in equation 1 or equation 2 and on solving we get the value of y. Similarly, in this example also, to find the unknown matrices x and y, we have to solve these two equations. How do you solve? Here we have the coefficient of y as 1 and the coefficient of y in the second equation as minus 1. If I add these two equations, then I can easily cancel y terms and I can find the matrix x. So let us add these two equations. Here I have added x plus y plus x minus y. X plus y is this matrix 5, 2, 0, 9. I written here, and x minus y is the matrix 3, 6, 0, minus 1. I written in the second term. Adding these two, that is addition of corresponding elements of these two matrices. 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus of minus 1 is 8. Now look at the LHS. X plus y plus x minus y. As the addition of matrices is commutative, we can rewrite the terms as x plus y minus y. Y minus y, we already know that a plus of minus a is equal to a minus a is equal to 0 matrix in the property of existence of inverse. So here y minus y will be 0 matrix, and also we know that any matrix A plus 0 matrix is matrix A itself. Therefore, here matrix x plus 0 matrix is matrix x plus x itself, and x plus x is nothing but 2x. That is, x plus x means adding the elements of x with the elements of x itself. That is, adding the elements 2 times, which gives us 2x. 2x is equal to this matrix. Now, to find the matrix x, we multiply a scalar 1 by 2 on both sides of the equation. We do not divide any scalar here because we have studied only the operation, that is multiplying a scalar to a matrix. We have not studied dividing the number to a matrix. We will not discuss division in case of matrix. Here, if you have to divide a number 2, we say that instead of division, we multiply 1 by 2 to 2x or the matrix. So here, on multiplying 1 by 2 on both sides, we get, here 2 get cancelled. In the LHS, we get x. In the RHS, 1 by 2 into matrix, which is nothing but scalar multiplication of a matrix. So here we multiply scalar value 1 by 2 to each element of the matrix. That is, 1 by 2 into 8 is 4. 1 by 2 into 8 is 4. 1 by 2 into 0 is 0. 1 by 2 into 8 is 4. This is matrix X. Next, to find matrix Y, you can substitute matrix X in any of these equations, or again you can solve these equations to find matrix Y. Now observe here, I have solved the two equations to find the matrix Y. That is, I have taken x plus y minus x minus y. X plus y minus x minus y. Here, subtraction of x minus y from the matrix x plus y. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 0 minus 0 is 0. 9 minus of minus 1, which is 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. In the LHS, I can rewrite the terms. So we write x minus x as the first term and y minus into minus, that is plus y, as the second term. Again here, x minus x is a 0 matrix. 0 matrix plus any matrix will give us the same matrix. So here 0 plus y is matrix y plus y itself. Y plus y is nothing but 2y. Now to find the matrix y, we multiply 1 by 2 on both sides. Here 2 get cancelled. In LHS, we are left with y. In RHS, we multiply 1 by 2 to the matrix. This gives us 1 by 2 into 2, which is 1. 1 by 2 into minus 4 is minus 2. 1 by 2 into 0 is 0. 1 by 2 into 10 is 5. This gives us matrix Y. In this way, we can find the unknown matrix x and y if we know the matrices x plus y and x minus y. Next example, find matrices x and y. If 2x plus 3y is this matrix, that is containing element 2, 3, 4, 0, and 3x plus 2y is a matrix containing elements 2, minus 1, minus 1, 5. Again here, 2x plus 3y represent a matrix. 3x plus 2y represent a matrix. And the question is to find x and y, which are matrices. How can you find these matrices? Again here you have to solve these two equations. Suppose instead of matrices, if I have the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to some constant and 3x plus 2y is equal to some constant, then how can you solve these two equations? We already know that to solve the equation we have to make the coefficients of any of the variables same, and then on subtracting the two equations we get the value of the another variable. Here the coefficients of x and y are different in both of the equations. So to make them as the same, I multiply 3 to equation 1 and 2 to equation 2. 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 2 is 6. So we get 6x plus 9y in the first equation, 6x plus 4y in the second equation. As both of the equation have same coefficient of x, subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, you can easily cancel x and we can find the value of y. Similarly, in this example also, we multiply 3 to first equation and 2 to second equation, and then we solve the equation. First, let us consider the given equation as equations 1 and 2. Next, multiplying equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2, and on subtracting we get here equation 1 is 2x plus 3y equal to this matrix. We multiply equation 1 by 3 and second equation 3x plus 2y is this matrix. We multiply second equation by 2. So here we get 3 into 2x plus 3y minus 2 into 3x plus 2y. 3 into 2x plus 3y, we already have the matrix 2x plus 3y. We multiply 3 to this matrix. For the second one, we multiply 2 to the matrix 3x plus 2y. So 3 into this matrix is nothing but multiplying 3 to each of the elements. 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 4 12, 3 into 0 0. For the second term, 2 into 2 4, 2 into minus 2 minus 4, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 2 into plus 5 10. Now subtraction of the second matrix from the first one is nothing but taking the element of first matrix minus a corresponding element of second matrix. 6 minus 4, which is 2. 9 minus of minus 4, 9 plus 4 13. 12 minus of minus 2 14. 0 minus 10 is minus 10. Now observe the LHS. 3 into 2x is 6x. 3 into 3y is 9y. Minus 2 into 3x is minus 6x. Minus 2 into 2y is minus 4y. Here 6x and minus 6x get cancelled and it will be 0 matrix. Adding 0 matrix to any other matrix will result with that other matrix. Therefore, 9y minus 4y will be 5y. LHS will become 5y. Now to find the matrix y, we multiply 1 by 5 on both sides. 1 by 5 into 5y. Here 5 get cancelled. In LHS we are left with matrix y. In RHS, 1 by 5 into matrix that is multiply 1 by 5 to each element of the matrix. 1 by 5 into 2 is 2 by 5. 1 by 5 into 13 is 13 by 5. 1 by 5 into 14 is 14 by 5. 1 by 5 into minus 10 is minus 2. This is matrix Y. Next, to find matrix X, I have substituted matrix Y in equation 1, that is substituted value of Y in equation 1. What is equation 1? Here we have 2x plus 3y equal to matrix containing element 2, 3, 4, 0. In place of y, we substitute the matrix. That is 2x plus 3 into y. Y is this matrix is equal to another matrix 2, 3, 4, 0. 3 into y means multiply 3 to each element of matrix Y. 3 into 2 by 5 is 6 by 5. 3 into 13 by 5 is 39 by 5. 3 into 14 by 5 is 42 by 5. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. We do not know 2x, keep it as it is. Next, we take this matrix to the RHS. Taking the matrix to the RHS is nothing but, suppose if I have the equation A plus B equal to any other matrix C, then to take the matrix A to the RHS, you can add negative of A on both sides. That is, I will add minus A on both sides. In RHS it will be minus A plus C. Here minus A plus A will be 0 matrix. 0 matrix plus matrix B is B itself. In LHS we are left with matrix B. In RHS we are left with minus A plus C, or you can also call it as C minus A. So taking matrix A to the RHS is nothing but adding negative of the matrix on both sides. Or if you are perfect with this operations, then directly you can say you are taking matrix to the RHS. So here if I take this matrix to the RHS, that is we are adding negative of this matrix on both sides, then RHS will become matrix 2, 3, 4, 0 minus negative of the matrix in the LHS minus matrix 6 by 5, 39 by 5, 42 by 5 minus 6. In LHS we are left with 2x. Now in RHS, 2 minus 6 by 5 is 4 by 5. 3 minus 39 by 5 is minus 24 by 5. 4 minus 42 by 5 is minus 22 by 5. 0 minus 6 is 0 minus of minus 6 is plus 6. This is matrix 2x. Next, to find the matrix X, we multiply 1 by 2 on both sides. This gives us X is equal to 1 by 2 into 4 by 5, that is 2 by 5. 1 by 2 into minus 24 by 5, which is 12 minus 12 by 5. 1 by 2 into minus 22 by 5 is minus 11 by 5. 1 by 2 into 6 is 3. This is matrix X. In this way we can find matrices X and Y if the equations of matrices are given. Next example. Find the values of X and Y from the following equation. Here we again have equation, but here X and Y are elements of the matrices. X and Y are not the matrices here. In this example, they are just elements of a matrix, not a matrix itself. Now from this equation we have to find the value of X and Y. Observe the given equation. The LHS is 2 into matrix, that is scalar 2 into matrix plus another matrix is equal to a matrix. So first we multiply 2 to each element of the matrix, which is 2x, 2 into 5 10, 2 into 7 14, 2 into y minus 3 to y minus 6, plus second term, that is a matrix containing element 3 minus 4 1 2 is equal to matrix containing elements 7 6 15 14. In the LHS, there is a sum of two matrices, so we add the corresponding elements 2x plus 3, that is the first element of their sum 2x plus 3. 10 minus 4 is 6. 14 plus 1 is written in the third place. 2y minus 6 plus 2 is written in fourth place, which is equal to RHS. On simplifying, we get 2x plus 3 is as it is, 10 minus 4 is 6, 14 plus 1 is 15, 15, 2y as it is, minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. Now we have this matrix is equal to another matrix, and we already know that two matrices are equal if and only if their corresponding elements are equal. So we equate the corresponding elements here. First element 2x plus 3 in LHS is equal to first element of matrix in the RHS. 2x plus 3 is equal to 7. So let us solve this. Taking 3 to the RHS, we get 7 minus 3. 2x equal to 7 minus 3, 4, implies that x equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. Similarly, the fourth element of LHS is equal to fourth element of matrix in the RHS. 2y minus 4 is equal to 14. Taking minus 4 to the RHS, we get 14 plus 4, that is 18. 2y is equal to 18 implies y is equal to 18 by 2, that is 9. These are the values of x and y. Here x and y are the elements of matrices. They are not matrix itself. In my next video, I will explain the last operation, that is multiplication of matrices. Thanks for watching.